Okay, this video is for Gerald Brock. He asked about this flagpole. I'll show you what it is. So, just a piece of rebar. Let's do this without dropping the flag. There's just a piece of steel plate that's worked its way down in there, just for it to ride on. You can do it with a washer. I would actually take and, if I do this again, I would actually weld the washer to the rebar. Okay, and here's the flagpole. It's all made out of an 1.5" PVC pipe. So you just have a long piece here, a 45 elbow that comes up to a T. This T is bolted, so you can actually pull this off, make it easier to store. But we just got a T, got a little piece that comes down with a cap, the other piece comes up, the flag is just zip tied on, and then you got a cap on this end. So I'll get the tape measure out here, and we'll get some measurements once I found my tape measure. Right there. Okay. So the first measurement from the bottom there to this T is about 4 feet. Yeah, sorry, about 4 feet. And then from that 45 to the T, we have about a foot. We have a foot little tail piece coming back. And then our main piece of the flag's on is also 4 feet. So it's actually really simple. You need 2 pieces cut at 4 feet and 2 pieces cut at a foot, 2 caps, 145, 1 T, some PVC cement to glue it together, because all this stuff is glued. The only one that's not glued is this, which you could glue, but we just didn't to make it easier to store. And then the bottom, ooh, don't drop the flag. The bottom, let me get where you can see it. The bottom isn't cut straight, it's kind of cut at an angle, so it pivots on one point instead of the whole thing. But that's real simple. Really simple to make them. I've seen them sell. I've seen people selling on eBay and Amazon too, but it's maybe $3 to $10 worth of stuff, not counting the flag. Yeah. So the whole theory behind these flags is they're not supposed to twist up and wrap themselves around. It does an okay job at it. It'll still get twisted up in strong winds, but it is kind of cool. I'll give you a little update here, what I'm working on too while I'm doing this video. We got a bunch of flat bar I need to make 20 brackets out of. Loving the new toolbox. Got multiple things going on. We got fabricating pieces, hydraulic gauges, junk. Over here, this bracket here is for a Christmas light show. This is going to be to hold a bunch of lights coming down to make a Christmas tree out of string lights. I gotta clean all them up. Kind of had a not the best cut, but so I apologize, Gerald, for how long it actually took me to get this video back. Today is Thursday. I think a video should automatically posted this morning. This mess right here is basically what I've been working on for the last how long. This will pretty much be my life until December 2nd, is all this mess here. So what you're actually looking at is the computerized Christmas light shows you see. This is basically what does them. I shared a little bit of this last year on my other channel, but we put one on every year. This is our second year doing it, and last year we had 2 controllers. This year we added 3 more. So yeah, that's fun. There's a lot that goes into the computerized light shows. I'll give you a little tour here. This first box here is basically what controls the show. This is basically the computer that runs it. We'll plug a cable in here. This cable here is an audio cable. Comes over to an FM transmitter so you can pick it up in your vehicle, which goes to the antenna. So the cable will come out of here. So this is the main controller. You write your program, you stick your program on an SD card, shove it in here, and it takes care of turning the light show on at a certain time, turning it off, telling all the controllers what ones to turn on. So these are the controllers. They're powered by 2 separate 15 amp circuits. So we got 2 cords to plug in. You're supposed to plug them into 2 different breakers, but we got a workaround for that. And each one has 16 outputs. So these outputs can be turned on, off, faded, dimmed, brightened. And that cable from this box comes around, up through, and plugs in to the jack up here. And then, so that does all your controlling, all your switching. And then you take another cable out of this box, go to the next box, which is identical to the first box. Then you go to the next box, which cable comes around, plugs in here. Okay, you got 16 more channels. This box here is a little different. This one I actually put together. As you can see, if you look at this board, it's all surface mount components. All these are surface mount. And then if you go to this box, this is all through-hole components. You can see the microcontroller is different. So this controller right here actually started out like that. A stack of components with a blank circuit board. So all that was soldered together. It works. My plan was to use this one as a backup only. Turns out we're using it anyways. But I haven't soldered in a couple of years, so I figured, what the heck. It's cheaper to order them this way where they're not assembled, but it takes a lot of time to solder all them components on and wire it all up, but it works. Yay. And then we have this one. So this one's not quite finished yet. This is a 12 volt, or I shouldn't say 12 volt. This is a DC controller. So this will do direct current, so like automotive lights, anything that runs on 12 volts. This controller also do your RGB strip lights. So same thing, cable comes in, they're all just daisy chained down to that first box that has the computer. And you have your DC in, so there'll be actually a power supply in here yet that I haven't got yet. And then you have all your, this one has 24 outputs that all got to be wired up yet, which is what that yellow cable's for. Just got to get around to doing that yet. But that's what I've been working on. Our first show will be December 2nd. So I kind of got to get everything ready for then, and hopefully everything's up. We're putting up Christmas lights. We started putting up Christmas lights 2 weeks ago. So it's just a matter of getting the controllers over there now, hooking all them up. This is all the cable to go between the controllers. So right here, these are all 100-foot spools, and these are 250-foot spools just to go between all these controllers. It's fun. It's a lot of work though. So I got a bunch of videos all scheduled to be posted automatically, which should get me till December. So I apologize if you comment on a video and I don't get to it right away, but this is the mess that I'm working on. Fabricating, wiring. Oh yeah, so each one of these takes 30 amps, so it's two 15 amp plugs. That's your max you can pull through them. With running all LED lights, we don't hit that 30 amps per controller. So what we actually have is we have a 50 amp JFCI outlet on the outside of the house that we whack basically a sub panel on, and we step it down to 8 15 amp circuits. Which works out perfect for us. We don't trip breakers. Everything's all powered from one point instead of cords running here, cords running there, cords running here. So we only got one point of failure. So if it's not like we only lose half the show, we either lose all the show or none of the show. But yeah, that's basically what I've been working on. So that's basically what I've been working on. All the electrical stuff for it, all the programming. It takes a lot to program a song to work with lights. All the fabrication. We got trees going made, brackets being made. A lot of welding, plus everything else in life. So, like I said, Gerald, I'm sorry it took so long to get back to you. I just haven't had time, so I have a couple minutes here. Figured I'd quick shoot a little video of that flagpole. They're pretty simple to make, not much to them. Yeah, hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed. Sorry again. Have a nice night.